Hey! Hey! We've got you on video.
Some people just can't keep their hands off packages that aren't theirs. But oh, it's so satisfying when karma catches up with them, right? Buckle up as I present some wild instances. Collision. This woman grabs a package and hilariously sprints to her car. In her rush, she doesn't even check her side mirrors and hits another car. She's not going to stop because she would be in double trouble. Well, I'm sure whatever was in the package wasn't worth the dent on her car. Regular. Just as a package gets delivered, a woman hops out of the passenger seat, grabs it, and heads back to the car. But then, the nanny in the house chases her. Instant karma hits when the getaway driver speeds off without her, making her faceplant on the road. The super nanny catches up, wrestles her down, and makes sure she doesn't flee. She even yells at a bystander to call the cops and drags the crook back in front of the house. Concussion. This lady saw packages on a porch and probably was like, "Sweet, let me just cover my face and take them." But as she bent down, ouch! She still tries to grab the packages, but with a likely concussion, ends up tossing the packages and walking away in agony, one hand on her head. Awaited karma. This female porch pirate cannot wait to get hold of a package, steps out of her car and runs to the porch. She quickly grabs the package while walking back to the car. She slams to the ground, dropping the package in the process. Clumsy. After waiting weeks for your package, it's a real heartbreaker to see it swiped from your porch. But this victim got a front row seat to some instant karma, the painful kind. Moments after the package is delivered, the crook hops out of the car and dashes towards the door. But on her getaway sprint back, she hits the wet grass and bam! Down she goes. She yells for her accomplice, but she's in pain she can't even stand, so he has to carry her to the car. But wait, they are not done. The partner goes back to grab the packages again. 5 teens. These 2 young men were scouting for packages being delivered, but when they stole one, a mom told her son, who was playing Xbox with 4 of his friends. These 5 high schoolers quickly sprang into action, chasing the guys and making them walk back and drop the packages where they took them from. A walk of shame escorted by 5 heroic teens is just a sight to behold. Street justice. Thinking the coast is clear, this guy puts the package in a plastic bag and walks away. But that's not the end. He reappears with a man's hand on his neck. Turns out the coast was never clear, and a neighbor was watching the whole thing. Not only did the neighbor make him return the parcel, but he also delivered a few blows to teach him a hard lesson about taking things that don't belong to him. The neighbor was having a bad day and found the perfect target to take out his anger on. Snowballs. After their neighborhood got hit by porch pirates, this guy installed a camera and left a dummy package outside. A few days later, they spot a suspicious man peeking onto their porch. They knew he was up to something, so they went into full tactical mode. When the guy returns to take the package, the homeowners emerge from the snow, launching snowballs at him. One even jumps out of a snow pile like he's in a military operation. The guy manages to get away, but not before getting pelted with snowballs. Surprise. YouTuber Mark Rober, a former NASA engineer, decided to deal with porch piracy with a different approach. After falling victim himself, he used his skills to serve some sweet, glittery karma. One of his famous bait packages looked like an expensive pair of headphones, which a crook eagerly took home. But when he opened it, glitter exploded everywhere, followed by a gross fart spray. It might have cost Mark a bit, but watching these thieves get their comeuppance was worth every penny. The boombox. This masked man can be seen strolling, probably thinking if he should even attempt the robbery. He should have listened to his guilty conscience. The man gets down to pick up the parcel and sneaks it away. But just after the liftoff, a bang erupted on the porch, scaring the robber into thinking he was at the other end of a gun. Flag. Now, was this a hate crime, or did this guy just not want to pay for a flag for his house? We don't know, but nothing is free. Karma made sure he paid for that flag. Watch him hop around in pain with his stolen loot. Tell me, was it a fair trade? Soaked. These homeowners took a different approach to fend off porch pirates. They installed a sprinkler system attached to a motion sensor, so as soon as someone unwanted steps onto their driveway, the sprinklers start spraying water with an alarm blaring. Soon-to-be mom. A pregnant woman swipes a package from this guy's porch, and it conveniently has baby items he bought for his friends. He reports it to the police, but starts doing some detective work himself. With some help from the neighbors, he figures out who she is and tells the cops. The police even invited him to the Porch Pirate's house during the arrest, since it wouldn't have happened without his help. Rideshare car. Being a thief with a getaway car that's super recognizable and easy to track down is like doing half the cops' work for them. This couple was looting porches with lime green rideshare cars, and when the police tracked down a few in the area, they found them full of stolen packages. See, that's easy. Gas station. After watching their package get stolen on their doorbell camera, the homeowners wasted no time calling the cops and giving them all the details about the guy and his car. The police quickly got on the case and discovered that the thief was getting more violent and was linked to other heinous crimes. A few days later, they spotted the same car and guy filling up at a gas station. Finally, the consequences of his actions caught up with him. Push. Seeing multiple packages on a porch, this guy wasted no time. He stuffed one in his backpack and grabbed another. Little did he know, the homeowner was watching it all unfold on the doorbell camera and alerted the authorities. The cops were fast, spotting the guy not far from the house. Enter the unexpected hero, a public works employee. He stepped out of his car and ended the chase with a simple push, sending the crook tumbling to the ground. Now that's teamwork. Stinky surprise. Another guy, fed up with porch pirates, decided to make sure their next score wouldn't be pleasant. He filled up a box with his cat's litter, making sure to concentrate on the good stuff, and packed it up like a real package. So, when this crook walks up, knocks to check if anyone's home, and grabs the heavy box, he thinks he's hit the jackpot. Little does he know, he just hauled someone's pet waste back to his place. Police sting. Even animals know to be wary of an abundance of food lying around. It's usually a trap. But this porch pirate didn't get the memo. She saw a package on the porch and decided it was hers for the taking. Little did she know, it was a bait package set up by the police. As she stood in the middle of the road, looking confused, it was clear. She was done for. Get ready for a trip to jail, girl! Not so slick. This guy isn't your usual porch pirate. He's here to steal a newspaper. But just as he grabs it, a cop conveniently sitting on the corner lights up the street with red and blue lights. The man drops the paper and tries to casually walk away like nothing happened, even crossing right in front of the cop car. The officer gets out and asks him to come back for a quick chat. Imagine going to jail and having to tell people you're in for attempting to steal a newspaper. Porch pirate. When a homeowner found a package missing, they checked the footage and discovered their porch pirate was the neighbor's dog. And here's our pirate now, in special doggy detention. This is one porch pirate we might all forgive, because as it turns out, the package was full of jerky and food. He probably smelled it and thought it was his package delivered to the wrong address. Change of heart. This guy walks up to the porch and looks straight into the camera not once but twice, giving a perfect view of his face. He takes the package, but halfway through realizes maybe he shouldn't be doing that. Was it his conscience kicking in, or did he just realize cameras recorded his whole attempt? He comes back to return the package, struggling to keep it upright like it was before, all while the kitty sits there, totally confused about what this guy is up to. Bike cop. Now we've got a cop on a bike, and they are just as effective. Watch this officer catch a porch pirate in the middle of a theft. When the officer approaches, the guy acts clueless, asking his partner if the package isn't theirs. Good acting skills, but no one is buying it. When the cops put him in handcuffs, he says give him a break as he just got out of prison. Maybe don't resort to criminal activities if you want to stay out of jail, buddy. Expensive bail. This woman, caught red-handed taking packages, tries to defend herself by claiming it's her mom's house. Unlike other porch pirates who drop the goods at the first sign of confrontation, she holds onto them and gets mad when the homeowner asks her to return them. She finally drops the packages, but not before flipping him off. Well, karma got her good. She was arrested, appeared in court, and the judge set her bond at a whopping $90,000. We need more punishments like this for these cheap criminals. Thieves' nightmare. Just a few days before Christmas, Hector Martinez spots a guy taking off after grabbing something off his neighbor's porch. The thief's excuses don't fool him one bit. Hector makes the guy return the package and simultaneously calls the police. The crook begs him not to involve the cops, but Hector's not having it. No way is he letting a porch pirate walk free. Special package. This homeowner had frequent visits from porch pirates, so he decided to give them a warm welcome with a special package. One that fires a blank when pulled. Watch these crooks show up. The first guy even face plants in the front yard. Then this hippie woman grabs a smaller package, but when she tries to lift the special one, the blank round scares her so much that she throws everything down and trips in her dash back. Stealing isn't good, and neither is greed. She might have walked away with one small package if she weren't so greedy. Mommy help. Another porch pirate gets stopped by a cop on her way home after a busy day of stealing packages.
First off, you're driving without any taillights. Second off, we keep getting reports of people stealing packages off of porches where all these boxes come from.
This 23-year-old woman claims the packages in the back seat are empty and she's just collecting them for a gingerbread house project.
I'm sending you my location.
Are all these boxes empty?
Some of them are.
Which ones aren't?
I don't know. There was some in the trunk.
Can we look at them?
Yes.
When she realizes she's getting arrested, she throws a tantrum, calling her mom and crying like an 8-year-old.
Go ahead and step out for me. Put your phone right there for me.
Mommy,
Put your phone right
what's
there.
going on?
You're being detained as well.
Mommy! No, Mommy, go to my house. Come get my phone.
Put your hands together.
My boyfriend, my dogs.
What's more sickening is she had a 15-year-old with her learning the trade. Like seriously, raising the next generation of porch pirates? Good thing the cop intervened in time. Now she's facing multiple theft charges. Blue car to the rescue. This cyclist was riding along the street when suddenly he took a turn and stopped at the front of this house. He dropped his cycle and casually walked up the door. Picking up the big box, he returns to his getaway vehicle and hops on for the ride. But just then, he was spotted dropping the parcel with one hand and sprinting back on the street. A good neighbor in a blue car was recorded coming to a halt near the tree moments later. She got off picked up the parcel and dropped it back in front of the homeowner's porch. Street chase. A middle-aged man steals a package, but one of the teenage neighbors notices he's not from the neighborhood and starts chasing him. His friend joins in with his SUV, reversing down the street. They chase the guy up and down for minutes and finally catch him to hand him over to the police. It always warms my heart to see brave neighbors looking out for each other. Cameras everywhere. This guy couldn't have picked a worse house to steal from. The homeowner had high-res cameras covering every angle of his property. Talk about being caught in 4K. This guy casually strolls in and grabs the package like he's there to pick it up for a friend. The police were able to identify the make and model of his car, in addition to having a clear shot of him, thanks to all those cameras, and after a few days, he's taken into custody by the police on felony charges. Tracked. This guy was peacefully sleeping on a lazy Sunday night until his girlfriend woke him up, saying someone had just taken off with their packages. He jumps in his car and starts looking around. A few blocks down, he spots a couple, and the woman matches the one on his doorbell camera footage. Instead of confronting them and risking danger, he smartly stays back and informs the police while keeping track of them. Well, nobody should be stealing in the first place, but sometimes I can't understand why people don't bring their packages in when they are home. Explosion. Just as the thief grabs the package and tries to run, the box goes boom.
What's your bitch ass shit? Hoe ass nigga. I knew you been stealing my shit. Hoe ass nigga, yeah.
Turns out it contained a flashbang. The guy gets a free tour of the ground and tumbles back onto the porch, hyperventilating. He even checks his undies to see if he crapped himself, then stays on the stairs in agony. Isn't this the perfect way to scare off crooks and teach them never to steal again? BMW owner. Pulling up in a BMW, this person is not the homeowner, they are a porch pirate. I know it's shocking to see someone with a fancy car stooping so low. She rifles through the mail and decides to leave with the package. But just as she's about to make her getaway, the homeowner pulls up. We can't see it from this angle, but the guy manages to break her window. So do you call it a fair trade? A BMW mirror for a package? Head hit. The porch pirate got greedy. Seeing packages on the porch, he decided to push his luck and walk right into the house. But guess what? The homeowner was ready with a frying pan. He chased the crook into the front yard like a scene straight out of a cartoon. Just before the thief could make his grand escape, the homeowner landed a solid hit on his head with the frying pan, hard enough to leave a dent. Whether the thief got away or not, that smack was pure gold. Traffic stop. Let's take a break from home cameras and enjoy a satisfying traffic stop caught on police body cam. So, an officer pulls over this young guy and notices a bunch of packages lying in the back seat. The officer gets suspicious right away. He heads back to his patrol car, checks his laptop, and sure enough, there's evidence of a guy who looks exactly like the one he stopped, wearing the same clothes, swiping packages from people's homes just minutes ago. The officer asks him to step out of the car and explains how he matches the description, and even his car fits the outline from the evidence. The guy admits to taking the packages and gets cuffed. As the officers go through the packages, they find many odd things for a guy like him to own, making it crystal clear this dude was on a porch pirate shopping spree. He wasn't charged with a stiff penalty, but now he is in police records, so won't be stealing more packages anytime soon. Knock knock. Porch pirate numbers have been increasing, so a group of investigative reporters teamed up with tech experts and law enforcement to take them down. They hid a GPS device inside a speaker, a spot the crooks wouldn't suspect. The first guy steals it late at night, and when the police show up at his door, he quickly admits taking the package and says it's in his car. Then he claims he's a postal worker and was just trying to deliver it to the rightful owners. Well, he is a legit postal worker, but who knows if that was his real intention. At another house, a bait package was snatched by a woman. When they arrived at her place, they found the stolen speaker sitting in the living room, but the thief herself was nowhere to be found. The only woman there couldn't speak English and claimed she had no idea how the package got there. Bike loss. Riding by, this crook makes a quick stop to nab some packages from a house. But this homeowner either had a sixth sense or was just waiting for trouble. Just as the guy turns with the package in hand, the homeowner bursts out brandishing a handgun. The thief runs for his life, ditching his bike in the process. He knows there's no time to go back for it, so for a small package, this guy loses his bike. Thieves' loss. This porch pirate spots a package pulled over, and despite clearly not being built for speed, he dashes for it. The owner spots him and starts chasing him down. The crook drops the package, hoping the owner will back off, but nope. This owner is determined to teach a lesson. That wraps up our journey through the world of porch piracy, where the crooks get served with sweet, sweet karma. Which clip was your favorite? Do you have any stories about porch pirates? Let me know in the comments. Also, make sure to subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we post a video just for you. Thank you for watching.